Hello class and welcome to Module 3 Lab. So today in class, instead of me walking you through, you're going to watch a video of how to do something similar to the assignment. I would recommend that you take notes or potentially do it while I do it. So this week's assignment is Mod 3. You go out to the lab, which is in Schoology, and you'll go to the link. And I believe it is in Schoology, so let me just double check and make sure I don't lie to you. So let's go to courses here, week 2, week 3 actually. Week 3, scroll down to assignment. Yep, click on this and get started with, actually it is Mod 3 start assignment 3. It's a little different, but it's Mod 3. So you could go here and it's this. So you'll download this, which will give you this. You will download this, which will give you, what will it give you? I don't know, because I don't have it. So let me download it. And that way up. All right, it will give you this right here. So we start Word, open up the document, download a name. You know what, this is wrong. I just realized that. The name is not that. Did I put the right one in there? I did, but the name is open and download it name, and I have this, and it's actually not that. It is, it'll come across as Mod 3. We just had it open here. Oh, there it is. It'll be that instead. So it should be Mod 3 assign. Oops. Start. Where's that right? Oh. Yeah, that's right. There we go. All right, so that's what it should be. Save the file with your first name, last name. Place it last with first name. All right, so let's again do this assignment. So we'll kind of go back and forth there and see what we got before we do anything. All right, so the first thing is to rename that. Perfect, we could do that. So first thing I'll do is come down here to File, Save As. Instructions are called CMPS 114 Specials, and your last name, first name, Stephen Jeffrey, and hit OK. That's the first step. So that's worth no points, and it's good. But the last part is worth points. So this step right here, I'll check it as a good one. I don't like that because I'll get crazy. All right, cool. Oops. Yep, see that? Perfect. All right. So now verify that insertion point is at the top of the document. Insert the document funnycat.jpg. Oh, so you need to download an image too. That image is not out there. Let's see where it's at. Back to that real quick. So if I go to repositories, right here, 14, Mod 3 assignment, it's not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it there. All right, so get add mix and adding image to the folder. All right, let me push it out there. All right, so now let's go out there and see if it's out there. I just published it. Perfect. So you will download this image right here and you'll use it in order to do the assignment. Perfect. All right, so let's do that right now. So let's go down to here and put your because your cursor point was up here, so we're gonna put it down here. You're gonna click on Insert, Pictures. There is a crazy bug in my room, and it's making some loud noise, so let me, wait a second here. I had all these bugs in my room, and I couldn't do this video while I'm doing this. All right, so going back to what I wanted to do. It's very hot outside tonight, and this is problems. All right, so I'm gonna choose picture, picture from file, and I'm gonna go to find that image, funny cat, and that's pretty funny. So that's the first thing that we want to accomplish here is add that awesome photo. And he doesn't want dinner specials, for sure. All right, so verify, boom, that's 10 points. All right, select, all right, okay, so select weekly dinner specials and insert a word art using gradient fill purple. Now this is here, accent, for outline. So when you select it, those are the options. So let's get that done first. So we want to select dinner specials and do word art. All right, so let's go over here. I don't think I have it in here yet, but we should center this first and foremost. So we will do word art, click on insert. You will choose, that's not word art, that's smart art. Let me move over here for a second. Nope. Bear with me. Oh, losing my mind here. So do this, highlight it, click on text, but make sure you have insert and choose word art. And you can choose any of them that you want for now. It doesn't matter. This part doesn't matter. I'll choose this right here. And it said in the notes here, it says using the gradient purple accent. So maybe I used the wrong one. Let's see here. Oops. Oh man. All right, see, I used the wrong one. You have to go back and do this one, purple accent 4. That's what we wanted. Perfect. All right, so that part is done. And then it's a note, depending on the version of Office, use word art, gradient fill. Okay, that's fine. Accent 4, apply, and center onto page. So we already centered it, so we're already a step ahead. So that's awesome. Perfect, perfect. All right, so right now we got 22 points, we're rocking. All right, so apply the glow orange to weekly dinner special. All right, so what does that mean? Apply to orange. Well, I think if we go back to shape format, and we can choose, oops, nope, don't want that. Word styles. Yeah, there we go. So let's do this. Choose styles, and it's hit orange. But what we can do is, it just needs an effect like a shadow, or a glow. So this is the orange one right here. So I'm gonna choose this one. There we go, it's looking fancy. All right, so that, all right, perfect. So that concludes that part. Next, move the insertion point to the beginning of Indigo 5. Modify the text to read, Point Park is pleased to offer the following lunch specials. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is just copy this and make my life simple. And right now it's all over the place. I'm gonna paste that. All right, so what I will do is change the text to black. So at least it's somewhat better. So that part is done. Choose the shape format. Change the theme with a solid color in the middle. Change the font color to a more appropriate that matches. Choose a shape. Choose a choose format. Change it. Okay. Before I do that, this text right here it doesn't have it in here, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna hit enter for actually I know what it is. So let's I don't like that. It's supposed to be black, but I'll come back to it. Right now, I don't like the size of it. I'm gonna increase the font to an 18, which it's not in there by making it bigger. So choose the shape format first. All right, and change the theme. All right. So if you come here and go shape format, select here and choose like a different theme background. So this is up to you to choose what you want. I'm trying to find something that would match. See, that right there doesn't look too good, to be honest with you. So green doesn't look too bad. That looks terrible. I could leave it like that, but I'm not. I'm gonna try this, but I'm gonna go back to my styles, my text effects. I'm gonna change the outline to clear. Oops, maybe that doesn't look either. Glow, I'm sorry. So let's do this. Oh, that looks terrible. So what now I'm gonna do here is change this. It just gets worse, doesn't it? All right. Choose that to white. You know what? No offense, that looks terrible. I like that better. So I'm actually gonna leave it like that. That's fine. All right, that's all we needed right there. All right, cool. Take the text from Point Park and use wrap text to place it on the right side of the image and decrease the size of the image. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is click on the image, decrease it. I'm actually going to copy these guys right here, cut it out, paste it here, and I'm going to highlight it. Now we need to do the wrap text first. So, oops, let me find wrap text. So, click on the image, if I'm right, and go to picture format. I think it's in here. Let's go back to insert. Design, all right. Oh, there it is. Layout, choose wrap text, and you could do square, and that, see, you could do different ones. You could do tight, you could position it, like right there. I don't like that right there. So leave, so let's hit enter. This isn't too bad. Let's see. Nope, that looks fine. So this right here will be acceptable. So if I make the image bigger, it goes underneath. So what I'll do here is decide this looks better. This looks much better. Perfect. All right, so now we have our image here. We have Point Park is pleased. So this right here is acceptable. Perfect. Select the smart art and choose a cycle and list first 5 things that you would do in the morning. All right, so what you need to do is take your insert point and move it down. All right, and then come over to insert. There should be smart art right here. First one says, which one was it? Choose cycle, okay. Cycle, and the one that we're talking about could be any of these ones, so I'll do this one right here. Actually, let me do the other one. Let's go, that's not the one I'm looking to do. All right, let's choose cycle, and we will choose this one right here. Perfect. And what I'm looking for you guys to do here is name the first 5 things that you wake up and do in the morning, but make it PG related, please. Or maybe the first 5 things that a cat does. Imagine what he does. All right, first thing I do is I grab my phone. All right. So I grab my phone to see how many messages I have or whatever is going on. And the next thing I do is I want you guys to do what you do. I get coffee. Yours will be different than mine. The next thing I try to do is I try to eat something. Eat breakfast. Next thing I do, besides take it, I'll say I've already taken a shower. So the next thing I do is I get on the T into the city, and I'll put go to class. Perfect. All right, so you do the same thing. So choose that and list 5 things that you do in the morning. All right, so we did that. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Next thing is add 3 more shapes of your choice below and edit them. Change the solid background color of these items to something else. All right, so what that means is do an insert right here. Come back up to insert. Choose Smart Art and choose something else. You don't have to choose cycle. You could choose maybe a process. So for example, I'll do this one right here. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is change the colors as it mentioned, because it comes in blue. So you could use colorful like this. This is nice. And then maybe I'll do, let's see, I'll name my 3 favorite sports teams. We'll say my 3 favorite, we'll do this. So we'll say Cavs, Lakers, Steelers. All right, so even though the colors don't match for those, so in this case, Steelers would be, let's see if I could choose. Nope, it's not gonna let me choose primary color. You have to choose their color, which is silly. Hold on. Thought there was a way, so you have to use a theme. Which is fine, I'm not being picky about it. Just double checking. You have to use the theme once there. But anyways, nonetheless, I'm sure you can, for some reason it's bothering me because I know that you could change it somewhere. Let's see, format shape. Whoops. Oh yeah, you can. So fill. And you could change the gradient to something else. So for like Lakers, they are purple and yellow. So white wouldn't look good, so we'll just go a nice purple. Well, it still has that. I don't like that. Oh, you know what? I could change this to probably yellow or something. Yeah, see, that actually looks pretty nice. That looks slick. That looks awesome. And then Steelers, I could try to make it pure black if I can. Or instead, because I already have whatchamacallit there, so we'll make that. We can even make this yellow if we wanted to. Perfect. And go back and make this black. Perfect. Steelers, that looks like it. Now Cavs is wine red, so they might not even have the wine red in here, so we'll go with this. Is about as close as it gets to what they have here. Perfect. And I'll just keep it like that, Cavs. All right, so that right there would be 1. So you would do the same thing 3 times. So you would add something else and make sure you do that. And then for our sake, we'll say that we're good there. An insertion point at the top, bottom, add text weekly. Okay, so what we want to do is add weekly specials include the following, and choose a heading 2 for that. All right, so what I'm looking from this part right here would be, let's see, where we at? Oh, okay, so we'll come down here and we'll say the weekly lunch specials include the following. All right, so now this is awful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to choose a heading 2 as it mentioned. Boom. I'm gonna choose Arial as it mentioned. and I'm gonna choose 22 as it mentioned, and I'm a center as it mentioned. So I did all those things as it said, so we're good there. Perfect. It says below, should be W, not below. The weekly specials, type a column for Monday, so you want to have this information here. So what I can do is I'll hit enter, and I will use the bullet point as mentioned. I'll put Monday. Now you'll want to change the font size on this. You'll want to change it to Arial, and you'll want to increase the font. Perfect. And I'll say Monday. Oh, come on, buddy. No, it doesn't know what that is. I'll change this in a second. Monday, boneless wings, 20 cents each. All right, so let's change this. I'll make it 20. Once again, I'll change it to Arial. Perfect. Hit enter. Now everything should be fine. Tuesday, the Dean Steve. The dean at the School of Business has his own sandwich over at Wolfie's, and it's made with thick, I can spell it right, thick cut sourdough bread, American cheese, applewood smoked bacon, sliced tomato, and for the price of $10.99. Now, what you need to do is come up with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something similar of your own choice. And that will do that. And that right there will give us 15 points. And last but not least, this is the best part of it all, is where you have it, save that. You just want to make sure you save it, and then you submit it. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, will give you 100 points for this week's assignment. Pretty simple. And I just made a video, so I made it more simpler for you to do. If you have questions, email me or let me know. But thanks for watching, and have a pleasant afternoon and weekend. Goodbye.